Every party animal off the rails is at 8 o'clock tonight, but now Sue Chin bares her teeth in Shortland Street.
I bet when you pick them up from the airport, things will be fine. Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Hi, TK, it's me. I've just been at the airport and you weren't there. I must have written the flight down wrong or something.
Or maybe it hasn't occurred to you yet that TK's avoiding you by choice.
Oh, I don't believe that TK would deliberately frighten me like this.
Probably didn't think you'd walk out on your honeymoon either.
Congratulations, Sarah. True to form, you have destroyed your marriage before it even began.
Okay, I'm not here. There's plenty of last night's pasta in the fridge for your lunch.
It's never as good the next day, pasta, is it?
True, I made way too much. No, I made way too much pasta for the sauce.
No, it was great. And there's plenty of other stuff in the fridge, so you just buzz off.
Need anything from the outside world?
Hospital news.
Yes, Dr. Badley, always good for a laugh.
No, forget the goss. I want medical stuff. Blood, guts, gore. I'm hanging out.
Why would that be, Dr. Valentine? Not getting restless again, are we?
Do I look restless?
Not really.
Exactly. I'm relaxed and well rested and making the most of my holiday. Now, any hospital information you glean will be used purely to fill the gaps in my very busy sports viewing schedule.
Leave it with me. I'm proud of you, by the way.
Disturbable?
Absolutely. Have a seat.
Thought I'd check in with you before I get to work.
Well, what's on today's agenda?
Oh, now that Justine's out of the way, I'll make my way through the rest of the 8 duties, I guess.
Rumour has it that you've been checking up on me.
Never listen to rumours.
Justine mentioned that you've been asking about my supervisory skill in the surgical unit. I thought this was more about systems.
CEO is part of the system. All managers are.
But how does that relate to the PCC? I mean, that's what all this is about, supposedly. Is it a management structure thing, a cost-saving thing? What? I only ask so I can be of more help. I think it's crazy. We're not working together on this.
Dr. Warner, as an official representative of the Department of Health, I need to be able to conduct my business with autonomy and impartiality. I can't allow my judgment to be influenced by personal attachments. We should do lunch.
So you can taunt me with your secrets over food?
No, so we can have a proper catch-up. No shop talk. You can invite Tony. That'd be nice.
I doubt she'll be able to get away. She's very busy with Guy.
Just the two of us then.
I will get it out of you, you know. You're hopeless at keeping secrets.
You can try.
Damn it, I left my sandwiches at home.
Oh, that's annoying.
I might pop back at lunchtime and pick them up.
Make sure Sue Chen isn't stealing the silver. I'll come with you. That woman makes my skin crawl.
Yep, she's a piece of work, all right.
Karen is free to see who he likes. I have no claim over him. But her, she's just so not him. I don't get it.
Well, they obviously have some kind of history.
Well, as usual, Karen's not being very upfront about it.
I wouldn't try pushing him.
I won't be. I know better than that. But a friend turns up all the way from Thailand, you'd think he'd explain. This whole man of mystery thing is getting really annoying. You can see how much she's stressing him out, so why doesn't he just tell her to go?
Well, she'll leave sooner or later.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. We just have to be patient and watch her like hawks.
think some people might disagree with you there, Roy.
That's not the point. The point is that all over the country there are hundreds of tax-paying New Zealanders who are victim to the health system. They go on about the
stop your whinging.
There's an underclass, all right. It's people like me on hospital bloody waiting lists who are forced to be prisoners in their own homes. Sick people are totally overlooked in this country. We might as well not exist.
Put out to pasture, you reckon?
That's a bloody understatement. They're waiting for us to die.
Okay, health reform is our topic of the day. What does the future hold? Can the welfare state rebuild itself, or are we headed for privatisation? With plenty...
Sorry, but I have to say you've looked better. You're still in honeymoon mode. You might want to pace yourself, Doctor.
Thank you for your concern, Dr. Mackay.
Sorry, didn't mean to offend. You two going through a bad patch already. The other half's not real chirpy either. What? Just saw him in the staff room moments ago.
He's back.
You didn't know? Oh, terrific.
I've been worried sick about you. You haven't been home, you haven't answered my calls for days and days.
Yeah, I don't want to. Not ready to talk yet.
Well, I was hoping that...
Been with the whānau.
TK, please come home, please talk to me.
I'm sorry, I have to get to work. I'm sure that's something you can relate to.
Famous Rachel McKenna. I've heard a lot about you.
Hopefully you won't hold that against me.
Please. Now, no one can say that I am not prepared for a health department shakedown. Everything is up to date. Budgets, throughput, you name it.
Actually, that won't be necessary. We're all aware of the great job you're doing. Your public profile is excellent and you've certainly taken the pressure off ED. In fact, the unit's already exceeding our targets.
Why, thank you.
Today, I'd like to talk management instead.
Right. When you say management?
How your senior executive is working for you, whether or not you feel supported.
And that senior executive would be Chris?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just say that Chris has always made me work for my success.
In what way?
Well, Chris subscribes to the hands-on management approach. Whenever anything new has to be implemented, he always has the final say.
And this has inhibited your ability to manage the unit?
It has prompted some rigorous debate at times.
And do you find this frustrating?
Rachel, my highest priority is the PCC. Therefore, I find it pays to be resilient. Has Chris mentioned any of my expansion plans? I got some great ideas for franchising here.
Exactly how hands-on are we talking?
You've heard he's back, I take it? Give him some time, you'll sort it out.
I doubt that.
What are you doing here? Are you all right?
Physically fine, mentally on the brink of despair.
So, you thought you'd come in here and play doctor to ease the boredom. I thought you were behaving.
Just a fleeting visit, I swear. I'm planning to cook dinner tonight. I just wanted to find out what you might fancy. Something heart-friendly, of course.
And you couldn't ask me that by phone?
I need to prove there's life outside the compound, Alice.
Actually, I don't think I can make dinner tonight. Working late.
Right. Okay, well, I'll see you when I see you then.
Go home. Watch sport.
Are you here to check up on me?
Everything running okay?
Yeah, couldn't be better. All systems go.
Well, look what the cat dragged in, eh? Quarterback versus tree, head and chest trauma, grunty rest, possible flail chest.
What are his vitals?
Set up chest round and resus. Come on, good me quick, guys. See you later, Frank.
GCS of 12, BP 110/70, pulse 120.
So you're saying that some departmental objectives have been set back by a lack of support from senior management?
It can take some time to convince management that it's a worthwhile objective.
And this has been an issue between you and Chris?
We definitely have our differences. And I won't lie to you, we have gone head-to-head a couple of times. But that's inevitable.
In what way? Does it have something to do with Chris playing a dual role in this hospital? Maybe he can't achieve total focus while he's still a practicing surgeon.
Actually, I meant that it was inevitable that HODs and CEOs lock horns. Everyone has an agenda to push. As far as theatre goes, I think we're extremely lucky to have Chris. He's easily the best surgeon around.
But?
Well, I suppose the price to pay for juggling two jobs is that priorities can sometimes become, let's say, clouded.
Well then, I won't keep you any longer. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, I must admit you've confused me. I thought my department would be under the spotlight, not the CEO. Is Chris what all this is about?
I'm really in no position to answer that.
Nice to see you making yourself at home.
Pad thai. I made to say thank you to Karen. Hey, you had lunch yet? Please, come on and sit. There's plenty. Now, Claire, you sit here. And Libby, you come sit over there. I know that you guys will like my pad thai. And I hope you're hungry. Ah, Karen, you come and sit over here. Now food is almost ready. Then we all eat together. Get to know each other better. And then Libby and Claire will tell me what Karen has been doing ever since he arrived. Everything.
Tuesday's how old?
14. She's a great kid.
How's Guy?
Yeah, it's the same. Hasn't slowed down at all.
Thank you.
So, how did your HODs go? I bet you had them quaking in their boots.
I thought we agreed this would be a business-free lunch.
Of course. Here's to success and healthy living, both of which you appear to have soundly nailed.
I have, haven't I? It helps that Jeremy doesn't drink. I think that's one of the reasons we're compatible. We can be nerdy and ambitious together.
Compatible? Sounds so cozy and nice.
There's nothing wrong with compatible. Passion is for kids. I'm over all that stress and angst. Jeremy and I have the same goals. It's easy. And I wouldn't say cozy, more comfortable.
If you say so.
I do. What about you and Tony? Are you compatible? Well, you must be. You're tied the knot after all.
I suppose you could say we are. We managed to get through any problems, one way or another.
That sounds like hard work.
Well, marriage is sometimes. For some people, it's never all plain sailing. Anyway, McKenna, what are we going to eat?
Well, you probably not had real good Thai food before, huh?
Actually, Karen took me to a very authentic Thai restaurant. Didn't you, Karen?
Yeah.
You still the same, huh? Take girls out to fancy restaurant. Spend your money.
I paid for my own meal. Expensive restaurants are a little outside Karen's budget right now.
Well, maybe he'd try something new. Maybe he'd buy you that watch. How much he spent?
He didn't buy Libby the watch, and even if he did, what Karen spends his money on is his business.
Sorry. They must like you very much, Karen. They must think you're a nice guy.
We should probably get back to work.
Yeah, thanks for the lunch.
Okay, bye. See you later.
You are not to involve Claire and Libby in this. It's not fair.
Not fair? And what you care about not fair?
They know nothing about the money because I know nothing about the money.
I don't believe you. I get my money. And nothing is going to stop me.
Knock, knock.
Hey.
So the honeymoon was a roaring success then?
Not exactly what I had in mind, no.
Are you okay? Pretty impossible to be okay in these situations. Take Sarah, for example. Definitely not okay.
Well, she only has herself to blame. She made her choice, now she has to live with it.
Wow, so that's it, you're throwing in the towel?
I didn't say that.
Interesting, because that seems to be the impression you're giving your wife. Maybe your disappearing act was more about punishing her then. TK, you're one of the few people in the world I admire. You want to know why? Because you don't run away from your problems. least you didn't used to.